So we've been sitting in the parking lot at the campground for
20 minutes.
No, it's longer than that.
Oh, has it been?
It's gotta be.
Maybe 40 minutes then.
Yeah, I mean it's 10 o'clock.
I didn't watch the time, so I don't know.
So anyways, yeah, it's been a while. And I'm gonna tell you guys, if you have, the reason is we use our Ford Sync and we connect our phone and use Android Auto to run our Waze app through our Ford navigation screen, I guess. We don't have navigation on the truck from Ford because it's like a $300 option, but we do and can stream through the phone into the display and have Android Auto basically run Waze for us. Then of course we have our GPS. Now here's the thing, neither one of them's perfect. I've talked about this in the past. We have an RV specific GPS that has a dash cam built into it. It's great, been working as best as something could for all this time. The problem is the infrastructure for RV specific GPSs is not reported correctly. It's always changing. It's always an issue. So it's got us that it'll route us off roads to go around something that isn't even there anymore. It'll have us do crazy routes based on the fact that I have, I'm pulling a trailer, even though we may know the area and it doesn't make a difference. We could have stayed on, a shorter route. But it does a pretty good job. Through the Garmin, I have an app that is connected to my phone that is a drive app, and basically it checks weather alerts and traffic conditions, and my phone relays that information to the GPS, and the GPS warns us and lets us know when delays are, stuff like that. So if you're looking for a GPS, look in our store, on our Amazon store. The link is in the description. It'll take you to all the good electronic stuff that we have, that we do use. But the app does the GPS does a pretty good job. It's not bad. It's not perfect. So then we have the Waze app, that we run the Waze app. Now that one gives you when stuff is on the road, when cars are on the side of the road, where the police are, if there's a traffic problem. I mean, all that stuff shows up on Waze, and it's user generated. So Heidi's always over there putting, hey, there's a vehicle stopped on the side of the road, as is everybody else, so you know where stuff is. And that has saved us as far as crap being on the road. It'll say object on the road ahead. As soon as you hear that, you slow down and you start looking, because we've seen all kinds of stuff. Pallets, ladders, roadkill, big roadkill, tires, shredded tires, I mean everything. And users, report that. So here's the thing. We've been sitting here this whole time because for whatever reason, this thing got a bug up its butt and decided, oh, I don't want to display Android Auto. I don't even want to recognize Android Auto. So I'm going to tell you, if you guys have a Ford Sync 3 system, go to General Settings in your main screen, go all the way to the bottom, and there's a Master Reset. Just hit the Master Reset, let it reset everything. Hopefully you have a hotspot that's available on your phone. You can turn that on and it will look for updates, all that stuff. But nonetheless, it's fixed. After about 40 minutes, it's fixed. So now that's the crappy stuff. That's the crappy stuff I wanted to talk about. Now the fun stuff. Here we are in Melbourne, Florida, and we know we're going to get on 95 and head north. So where should we put in here for next location?
I don't know.
Currently it's June 10th.
Yeah.
Is it June 10th?
It's the
12th. June 12th. And we don't have to be anywhere until August 14th. So this is one of the things that I would like to share with you guys. How
we
fun!
have 2 months.
How fun this is! I'm gonna put my nose spray here. We basically close our eyes and go, where do you want to go? So I think we should continue up to Alabama like we planned.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna make there tonight. Hopefully we'll be in Georgia somewhere, but we stopped a couple times. We're taking our time for the most part. There was a big delay, but the GPS rerouted us immediately to avoid it. And we're in Gainesville, Florida right now, and we stopped and had lunch. Heidi Had sandwich stuff in the little refrigerator. It's a nice thing about our Rockwood. Although we can't access the refrigerator during travel mode with the slides in, we can access the small bar refrigerator that's right inside the door. So we just put our food stuff in there. Use the bathroom. We are traveling with about 10 gallons of water. Not sure exactly what our weight is.
We don't want to know.
Yeah, we don't want to know right now.
We're about the same as before, I'm sure.
Right.
Maybe a little bit. We're probably about the same.
But it's awful nice just taking your time, not really having anywhere. Yeah, we don't have to be anywhere. The exits, or the truck stop, the rest stop that we're at, I should say, we're in the parking area for the trucks.
You saved $1.44.
There's something. When we stopped at the gas station. Why did we stop at the gas station? We were gonna get. Yeah, we stopped at Pilot to get something to eat. I figured, well, while we're there, even though we have half a tank of gas, might as well just go ahead and put gas in it while we're going to get something to eat. So we pulled in and got to the gas pump. That was okay. And again, it's the biggest downfall of having a gas truck, a truck that's not a diesel, is I've got to fight and go through the island with all the cars. It's not really set up for bigger, trailers and trucks, but still did it just fine. And
but that place really wasn't set up for that.
Yeah, it was very busy there too. So that was nice. We got I had half a tank of gas, and it only cost me $135.
24 not even almost 24 gallons.
Yeah, that's right. So $136. What a treat for half a tank of gas. Only $136. That means we need to stop. We're just going to stay here because we can't afford to go anywhere.
You could always put cheaper gas in.
I could have put cheaper gas in, and we could move slower. We could find a campsite.
Well, that wouldn't.
And stop for a few days. Yeah, we could stop it. We passed Wildwood, Three Flags. That was just right down the street a ways. We could have stopped there and stayed for a couple days.
1,000 trails.
Yeah. Could have waited till some money came in from one of our income sources, and then at that point put gas in and then travel. I mean, there's thing is we sat for we were in that location for so long. The longer you stay somewhere, the more you save on gas. So even though it might cost you a little bit more at the campground because you're staying longer, you're not spending on gas. Well, the campground prices haven't gone up. The gas prices have gone up. So you just got to balance yourself. Now, with that said, we sat all winter long, and not only, in our case, the campgrounds don't cost anything if we use Thousand Trails and Encore parks. It don't cost anything. So if it was gotten to the point where we were driving and I'm like, man, I can't believe we're going through, $700, $800 in gas, maybe we should stop. Our finances are getting awful fine. Well, we, just find 1,000 trails and we can stop for 21 days and it don't cost us anything. Of course, then, some people have monthly incomes coming in, they get paid once a month. Just wait until you get paid again. Then you have money, then you go do, or like in our case, we got a bunch of crap that we bought that we're trying to downsize. We're selling that crap on Facebook. That's not how we're generating any income. That's how we're generating a weight loss on the vehicle. We're trying to get rid of stuff. But, we do have money invested in it, so we're asking, some of that stuff, I think we're asking about half of what we paid. All right, so Gainesville right now, a little bit of rain. I did change the tonneau cover. I pulled it back, and I put the strap around the a couple things to allow it to where it doesn't go forward. So it's covering up more of the bed. How about that? in case it rains.
We actually missed the rain.
Yeah, we did miss the rain. So we'll pick this up later. I'm ready to roll. Got my belly, got a little bit of food in there. We're stopped for the evening. Heidi and I talked about this site, or this campground, briefly, and as we were driving, she said, do you want to stop and try out the generator for the night? And I said, no, let's just go into a campground. And this is Kane's Creekside. Where's the brochure here somewhere? Yeah, let's look here. Kane's Creekside RV Park. I don't know exactly where it's at compared to. It's outside of Valdosta, Georgia. Let me see what the address is here. Hahira, Georgia. So it's very easy to get to. You drive through a really cool little town. The roads are easy to navigate. It's right off of 75. It is outside of Valdosta, Georgia. If you're going north on 75, once you get through Valdosta, or however you want to pronounce it, this place isn't that much further then.
Don't worry, whenever the map or GPS tells you there's sharp curves ahead.
Yeah, there's no sharp curves.
It was pretty.
We gave a call up. I think their stuff online says they've got, they'll have a site, and if you come in, you can't get hold of them. Maybe they're having dinner. I'm sure you'll find a site. These are pull-through sites, and they're pretty nice. The electricity is good here. The water pressure is pretty good here. The water quality, we didn't really check that. It smells fine. It looks good. It doesn't look too bad. The sewer hookups are really nice, especially if you have your sewer in the middle like we do. That's nice. Let me think, what else? The site's plenty big enough for the slides to go out, and we can still walk around, no problem. There's a picnic table outside. There's a fire ring. We'll show you that. We're just staying here for the night. Even though we set up pretty decent, I'm still hooked up to the truck. So let me show you the park. What do you think about it so far?
It's a pretty nice park.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's 50 sites.
Oh, yeah. There's something.
So
there's 50 total? This is the best part about the Passport America. We're Passport America members. It's $25. Cash. Do cash. $25 cash.
If it's not cash, it's like 27.
Yeah, I think they had $2 for a convenience fee. So $25 to stay here? Well, I'm good with that. We didn't have to fire up the generator. Right now, as I was kidding around earlier about gas prices, if I was to run that generator all night long to run the air conditioner, we would probably go through 2 gallons of gas, and that's $10. That's over $10.
It's cheaper than a campsite.
Yeah, so we could do, have dump and water and everything here. Towed fine. So anyways, let's get back to the camp. So here's our site. We don't have the steps quite right because we just threw it all together. I juiced up the airbags in the truck. I did put the landing gear down and lift it a little bit because we were about 2.5 inches too low. Let me show you the utility side real quick, and then we'll go walk out to.
It smells like we're in Ohio.
Why is that? Oh, burning. Somebody's burning something. So you can see the utility hookups. We just threw the hose down. That's too short for us to worry about. Again, nice, all gravel, no mud to speak of. I don't know. I kind of like this.
Even though people don't like gravel sites, we're thankful for them to keep some of the sand out of the.
Yeah, especially after Florida, all that time. So
I'm not complaining, but
it says it's creekside, but this is a catch and release fish pond. I don't.
There's another part over there.
Yeah, this is the other. Looks like the more permanent thing. But these are all pull-through sites here. You can see all through here. They got a few more elsewhere. But yeah, very pleasant. And like I said, as far as the ability to get to here is really nice. Yeah, those look like nice sights over there.
Yeah.
And then there's water back there too. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. We'll zoom in. But there is water on the other side of the road. It's like a bridge. Well, it is a bridge that bridges these two parks together. But this is like the quick hit side. This is like the quick and easy, get in, get out. And like I said, we had plenty of room. Didn't really have to worry about anything hitting. I guess we could have pushed on that bush a little bit if we pulled forward, but plenty long enough.
Those sites are either partitioned off from fence or by fence or shrubbery.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Oh, now I smell somebody's cooking on a grill. All right, I wanted to jump on here real quick to clarify the Wi-Fi, because I didn't give you details. Sorry about the air conditioner, but it's warm. So on our AT&T MoFi router, it was better than I thought. It's 38 down, and it's only 8 upload. I'm sure that could change because we do have, you know, like our Alexa, Amazon Fire Cube things that are doing some stuff, always listening. And we do have a camera that's always streaming here. On the Starlink, we're 30 down and 13 up, so that's not bad. Again, it's just kind of sitting there. T-Mobile, through our phones, that's 171 down, but it's only 4 up. So you can see why, if I was trying to upload a video, I would have to go, in this case with Starlink, and upload it that way, or just put it on a flash drive and upload it when we get into an area that's a little bit better. I wanted to talk about this. What I mean by this is the router, because all the time we've been on the road, this thing is rock solid. I mean, it has areas that might get a little bit more questionable. We are kind of rural, and I don't have the WeBoost up. If I put the WeBoost antenna up, that would actually bring in the signal even stronger, definitely, because there is a non-boosted omnidirectional antenna that I have up on top that I could plug into this instead of one of these paddles. I could just plug it into that, and it would bring in a better signal. The Starlink, of course, we're testing that out, and it's doing a pretty good job too. But if you guys, I mean, just tried and true, quick and easy, the easiest way to do it, the one that's been tried and tested and works all the way around, go into our links and go to EasyCom. We had an interview with Jesse out at EasyCom, and we did a live stream on that just the other day. And he has supplied us with this router. I mean, I don't know how long ago it was, and it's just been rock solid for us. It's definitely the easiest by far to throw open the window. And again, if we get into a rural situation, I might have to put up a WeBoost antenna.
All in all, this has been a good park. Great for overnight stays. Just a small little quaint town. Not much happening. But it's a good stopover.
Georgia still. Went through Sasser. It's a nice drive. It is Monday. Sasser's just outside of Albany, Georgia. We went through Albany. Everything's delightful. The gas mileage is gloop, gloop, gloop. We're averaging about 7 miles to the gallon. So we lost half a mile to gallon going to this fifth wheel, from what I can tell. Which I drove more aggressively with the travel trailer, so maybe we lost more than that. I just don't know. But I mean, I'm not taking this easy. But it's a nice. This has been a nice drive. It's nice scenery. The roads have some bucking bridges that I don't know. Fifth wheel and the truck combination don't like going over them. And again, that's something that I mentioned when we first towed this fifth wheel for the very first time. Is the very first fifth wheel I ever pulled. And I didn't see the big fascination with it as far as it being smoother than a travel trailer. I don't necessarily see that. Not with the hitch setup we had and this truck and all that. Now, if we had a lesser truck, maybe, you know, if I had an F-150 and I was pulling the travel trailer, and then I went to this pulling a fifth wheel, you know, that might be a little bit different. I'm not sure, but it's not bad to pull. And our stay last night was pretty decent.
It was quiet.
Very quiet. Felt very safe. People in Georgia, for the most part, are pretty polite when they come to drive in, all except it seems like that they expect you to be polite also when they pull out in front of you. I mean, they just like, oh, there's a car coming, but I don't want to wait. So they just pull out.
Truck drivers.
Yeah, mainly truck drivers. So I can't say that's Georgia. That's probably just truck drivers.
Truck drivers in Georgia.
It's nice. It's nice to kind of see the grass, even though it's a little burned here. You know, we're seeing lawns. We saw that yesterday a little bit. You know, people that have grass that they actually cut. It's full. The grass is full. There's no bare spots in it. But yeah, thought we'd check in. We're almost to our next destination, which, did we even mention our next destination?
I may have earlier. I don't remember, actually.
It's Camp Sherry on the Coosa. What a name. We made it. And 90 degrees in Alabama is no joke. It's hot here and there's no breeze.
Well, this will be the last time we have our windows open, or shades open up.
Yeah, we opened our shades just to give you an idea of what our views are like. Very nice, easy drive in, except for a traffic jam that we avoided, thanks to our GPS. I'm really hot, so I'm out of breath. I feel my heart thumping. I'm sure we could have got a site in the woods, but we didn't really need it. We just want a nice pull-through site. Although those sites look pretty easy to do.
They're actually about $20 more a week.
Yeah. So the place we're at is called Camp Sherry on the Coosa. I know it sounds funny, because this is the Coosa River back here. It's in Wetumpka, Alabama, which we're going to check out the city a little bit more for ourselves. The site is pretty level. It was off by about 1.25 inches, which of course the auto leveling takes care of. So if you've got a travel trailer, it's just a matter of you driving up on it, you know, on a board, and it'd be okay. The sites are very big. Heidi will take you out and show you what those look like. So what about our stuff? Starlink is 101 down, so way enough. 7 up. I can upload an hour-long video overnight. The AT&T MoFi that we have through EasyCom, again, links in the description. Just threw it up in the window. That's 106 down, so a little bit more than what the Starlink is, and it is 35 up. Plenty to upload videos. I can upload videos really quick. And our T-Mobile phones, 73 down, and 40 up. Now that's on the phone. That's not using it as a hotspot because I didn't pay extra to get, you know, the full 5G hotspot, which is like another $35 a month. I didn't do that because I have all this other stuff. So I don't think they have cable here. I don't remember seeing cable.
There's a cable that's right at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't read anything about cable, but
I'm sweating my butt off. I want to get a drink and relax here. But
I'll take you outside.
Heidi will take you outside. I want to show you quickly what it looks like from in here. You can see out the window here, down to the river. I'm not really zooming in that much, but again, you know, there's sites over there that I'm sure we could have reserved. They're not much more, and it's a very nice park. These sites, if you look at Google Maps, they're not even on Google Maps yet. We'll show you the neighbor side, which their dog wants to kill me over there, I think. Every time we slam a door, boy, he goes crazy. So, nice big gravel sites, dry. And then out our back window, which is filthy. The RV's really dirty. Now, here's the best part. We did pay for this site. What was the best part about paying for it? You know, we knew we wanted to stay here. And we know that this one's kind of in a good location to go see stuff. Guess how much it is for a week? And I did get a veteran discount, but guess how long how much it costs for a week as of time of filming? Go ahead, put your guesses below. Not even $200. It was $180. Yeah, $180, something. That's with taxes and everything. So Heidi will take you outside. She'll show you around the campsite, and I'm going to try to kill a fly that's in here, and then I'm going to sit down and drink some water and replenish my electrolytes.
We got a picnic table. So anyway, here's our hookup. It's real nice. Very, very nice. And here's the cable. I don't know if we have cable, but anyway, that's all the hookups. Pretty simple, easy, clean, not leaking. But yeah, this is our view for the week. It's pretty. Down by the river, I guess they have like a little sandbar for you to walk out on. But they do, the requirements are rigs no more than 20 years old. So take that for what it's worth. I don't know if you could call them and ask them, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Be nice if they planted some trees for a little bit of shade, but yeah, look how dirty our rig is. I don't know if you could tell. It is filthy. We'll have to get it washed somewhere.
Still in Wetumpka, and this is historical Wetumpka. See the courthouse off to the right here, and you've got these old buildings here. We'll go down this. These are a lot of one-ways down through here. But it's kind of cool because I mean, it's old. It's like Mayberry old. Ooh, parking's like Mayberry old too. Back when the cars are a little shorter maybe. But yeah, this is kind of a cool little setup they got here. You know, historical. Go down these same streets that car just went down, but you see the buildings, how old they are.
Yeah, it looks like they're renovating this one here.
Yeah, boy, they're really old.
The glass is really old. You could tell it has like little ripples in it.
So all these businesses here, obviously. There's a bridge there, which we'll go over whenever we go around here. Kind of cool old shops. There's a little, well, if you want to eat, there's definitely places down here to eat. That's for sure. There's quite a few, actually. I think a total of like 5 that I counted just real quick on the thing, and I was surprised. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Again, old buildings. You can kind of see the makeup of the brick and the archways and everything. I mean, it's old. They're just old. They got a little roundabout down here. This is the highlight, I guess you could say, of the city, the downtown part of the city. Now, it's been completely refurbished up towards the casino and everything, which we did not go to the casino, believe it or not. We did not go to the casino.
Should be proud of us.
Yeah.
Chicken Shack. That's an old building.
There is some clothing. Check that out.
That is cool.
She has a shipping container clothing store.
That is cool.
Looks like you can get a tour bus here. Yeah, I like the way that it looks. And again, you can see the town is just old.
Yeah.
Which is
it reminds me of a town that we went to down by a river.
In Lisbon.
There was another one when we were on the road.
Oh.
But I don't remember where it was at. They have little art. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a hubcap. Those are all made out of hubcaps.
Oh, there's a horse over here.
Big hill there. I don't think the truck could make it, so good thing I'm turning here. Ain't got that kind of power. But yeah, this is it. This is historical Wetumpka. So if you guys want to go check it out, it's easy to find. Look at that old theater. Oh, by the way, that was in a movie too. That Kane was in a movie. I can't remember which one, but it was. So we'll go over the little bridge. Bibb Graves Bridge. This is the Coosa River.
Oh, it's really pretty down here. I'm going to open the window so you can see. That is real pretty down there.
And I'm sure a lot of you are saying, well, why don't you guys get out and go explore? Heat index is 100 and something, and there's no joke. This heat's no joke down here.
It was 113 yesterday's red.
This heat was way warmer than Florida because there was no there's no breeze.
No,
there's no breeze here.
It's just hot.
I mean, Florida has that in the interior of Florida, but you don't really get that along the coast so much. So we're gonna head back towards our campground, and yeah, I think our house was down here that we were looking at. We were actually looking at a house that was down this way, and 4 days in June kind of ruined our whole idea about this place and how livable it was. So we're heading back. Beautiful little town, though. If you guys have a chance to check it out, not just that. I mean, the main drag where the casino is and everything. All these houses. There was a big tornado that came through here, wiped out a bunch of stuff.
In 2019.
Yeah, it was on one of those shows. I can't remember what the name of that show was.
Hometown.
Yeah, Hometown Remodel or Hometown Renew, or I don't know, or something like that. But yeah, it's a nice little old town. It was appealing, but I'm telling you, the weather is not appealing to us at all. So here we are pulling into Camp Sherry on the Coosa. I know that sounds very funny because it is funny. But this is the entrance. I know it's a little confusing because the park's back there. We had to use coordinates to get here. The address didn't work. They do have an ice machine here. We have an ice machine in our RV, so we don't have to worry about it, but no water dispenser here. We haven't checked the water, but it seems okay. I believe it's pretty good. The campground does have, once you pay, they give you the gate code. It's just a keypad. Do not drive on their grass. It is not paved like this all the way through. Basically, one half of the park, the newest or the oldest part of the park, that is paved, but the sites still aren't.
You can do after hours too.
Yes, there's a QR code back there
or a phone number.
Or if you need to try to arrange something prior. My mirror just barely clears this.
If you prepay prior to getting here, you will get a gate code. It'll come to your email.
Right. Some places have, they talk about a Wi-Fi password. You get a confirmation email. We don't have Wi-Fi. It shows there's Wi-Fi available. I don't know if that's because we didn't pay for it or I don't know. We didn't need it, so Off to the left, you can see the trash, of course.
It's a little bit of a haul if you're...
But it is on the way out.
Yeah, it is on the way out, but if you're not... If you don't have a car...
Yeah. No speed. Do not speed. You guys know how I feel about that, and I think most of you guys feel the same way. This is the shower house. They're redoing the shower house. They're making the shower house work. They're constructing the shower house.
Arrive at coordinates on the left.
Yeah, coordinates on the left. But the actual shower house itself is not functional right now. But it looks like it's going to be nice. They have really good construction. The builds are really good quality. Let me just say that. I think that they're pretty good quality. The campground, when you come in, all the rows are one way to the left. However, I know when people leave, they just go out whichever way that they want, just to get out. But when you're pulling your RV, you definitely want to be making a left on the road that you have reserved. So, to give you an idea, the very first paved road that you come to on the left, now the sites aren't paved, but the road's paved, at least on this side. This is A. So if you've reserved A, you're going to go up that row, and that even goes into the old section, A. You got B. Now, we're at site C. We're on row C. Our site is a C, and we showed you that already over there. We'll show you that in detail. Anyways, site C, see the sites. But all these are really level. They're not bad at all. They were, like I said, I think we were off an inch and a quarter. You have pull through that direction. So if you're going to be, like in our case, C, row C, we had to pull through.
You had to go down D.
Yeah.
So if you're A and B, you need to go down
A.
A. This is kind of a travel back and forth row.
Right. And you see these powerhouse stations here? I mean, this is very high quality, this stuff right here. Oh, they got cameras. Look at all those cameras.
Yeah. Look like Wise cameras.
They're big ones. They might be. It might be some sort of Wise camera. You can see all the construction stuff. They got materials here. They're working on stuff. Now, we just went through the old section, and this is the newest section. Of course, looks just like the old section because they did the exact same thing, except they haven't paved these, the drive part yet. But here is our site. This guy, he's sticking out quite a bit. I'm gonna have a little bit of a time getting in here. But yeah, so this is it. This is what the site looks like. Let me see if I can back my butt in here now. Which I'm sure I can. Try not to get on the grassola.
There really isn't any shaded spots. There's a few that are facing the Coosa River.
Yeah, there's a few of those. But our sites are huge.
They very spacious.
If I wanted to and I had the awnings all the way out, I could just park the truck underneath the awnings.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room there. So one of the benefits of the park is this nice, cool trail. You can watch everybody kayak and go down the Coosa River on their boards. The trail goes in both directions, and are limited. They're washed out on both sides, but it's expected. I mean, this area here, I would suspect, is underwater whenever the river's high and there's a lot of rain. It could potentially happen, but this is definitely a nice, quick-moving river. You could go down there and swim. I don't know. I see a lot of bugs down there.
Not
You guys see?
recommended.
Yeah, they don't recommend it. But you see all those bugs down there? I don't think I want to go swimming in that.
No. Probably mosquitoes.
But it is nice. They spent the money. They did concrete. I mean, this is all concrete coming down here. They do have some sort of a community room up here, which is a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. Try to hold you steady here as we go up the steps. These steps are steep. There's kind of a pitch to the landing areas, if you want to consider that. This looks like their construction equipment back here, which definitely have to stay on top of with the gravel. But yeah, this is kind of a cool area. Just to give you an idea, what's the heat index today, Hyde?
Well, it's got to be over 100.
Yeah.
106.
Yeah, about 106 on the heat index. But yeah, this is all nice here. Got a couple TVs, a ceiling fan in there. They got a barbecue grill. Of course, this cookout area here. Kind of an observation deck of what we just saw. I don't know if it's going to change at all. Got some lights. Yeah, look at this. This deck is new. I think if
Bird's been hanging out here.
yeah, I think what I would do, and I don't know how much you're allowed to do, and I don't think it's the right thing to do, but clear these trees out. Problem is these trees' roots are helping keep, the bank stay in place, but I don't know. It would give you a better view from up here, but still not bad. Yeah, little fire community. If you're a firebug, this is the place to go. You got firewood. Yeah, I like this. It's pretty peaceful considering there's a bridge right here. This is State Route 14 going through here for them. It's funny saying that because we have a State Route. Everybody has a State Route 14, but yeah, this is their Route 14. It's very peaceful here. All right, we're gonna walk back down to our RV, which we got to go out in the scorching sun. I'm not going to film that, as you guys at this point have already seen the park. But yeah, you can see not the rockwood that's closest, but the furthest one away. Hanging outside in the pleasant weather. So the funny part is we're currently at the heat index of 117. I think the actual temperature is 90, 96, 97.
No, it's here.
Oh, 96. So it went down. Yeah. Whoopsie-doo. It was 97. So if you guys remember when we were out in Yuma, Arizona, we were there in June, right? Oh, there's a storm now. All of a sudden there's a storm coming. And it was 118 degrees, just outright. That wasn't with a heat index. It was just 118 degrees. And I have to say that they probably got it pretty right. This feels like Yuma. There's a heaviness to the air here, though, that makes it feel that 117 degrees. Of course, no humidity out in Arizona. So I wanted to talk about the RV real briefly, and then we'll go inside, and it has to do with this heat. So we've been asked a few times, more than a few times, about some of our ordering options. So right now we have 2 solar panels on the roof, and they are helping with keeping the sun from beating directly onto the roof of the RV. That isn't really contributing to the RV staying cooler inside, as is a couple of things. Our awnings. We want to have the awnings out because, believe it or not, all this ground out here, whenever it's heated by the sun, we've got some heat that's coming that I can feel when we get into our slide. you know, you could feel it on your feet, and that's radiant heat that's coming up from the ground. The other thing that we did, and people ask us about, is our thermal windows. This is why we have double pane windows. This is why we had them on our travel trailer also. Yes, they're heavier. Yes, there's a lot of people say they don't need them. They say, oh, I can put reflectix up in the window and do the same thing, and I believe it 100%. The thing is, I don't want this RV rolling around looking like a meth lab. And we did that already with our Terry camper. But we had double pane windows in the travel trailer, and now we have them here in the fifth wheel, and it helps. It helps considerably. Even with that said, you'll see we have all our blinds pulled in there. Now, they weren't pulled all day, but whenever it started getting to the heat of the day, we pulled our blinds. The other thing is we order awning toppers. You know, we have slide topper awnings to cover the slides, and I'll show you on the other side, which obviously when you order them for one, you get it for all. You can see here, topper there, and the same back there. What's that do? That helps keep the heat of the sun from beating directly all the way across that awning or the slide. So, you know, these little boxes, the roofs, they don't have that much insulation. Now, our roof, the whole roof, it has big block insulation in there, except for the tunnels that the air conditioning blows through. So we have this thing prepped as much as we can to handle not only cold but hot. Now, I much prefer the heat than I do the cold. That's why we are where we're at. Even with that said, we're probably going to move north because our heat index of 117, I think I'd rather be up north where the heat index might be only 103, 102. So we're kind of preparing to head out based on that. The one thing,
enjoy yourself out here.
yeah, I mean, we could get some stuff done, but we can't actually enjoy ourselves, like Heidi said. So we're going to move inside to the noisy part of the RV. I want to talk about what you can expect if you're out camping, even as prepared as we are with all of what I'm telling you, with the thermal pane windows, with the awnings out, with the toppers, the awning toppers, with a well-insulated RV, what you can expect. And that is noisy air conditioners. And also, kind of in the dark. I'll turn on the lights for the time being, and boy, we have a messy RV.
Oh,
But some of the stuff you got to be concerned about is the air that's being pushed through these tunnels. It is so much better with two air conditioners. So whenever you're saying, oh, I don't know if I need to order the second air conditioner, yes, I say order the second air conditioner, definitely. Unless you have a small RV. Even with our 30-footer, two air conditioners. We definitely want two air conditioners. That's why we had them on the old one, and it came in handy in Yuma, just like this kind of heat. And these two air conditioners are doing the same thing. So we have a 15,000 BTU here and a 13,500 in the bedroom. All right. When you are trying to push the air through these tunnels that are made into the foam insulation block in the roof of the RV, you're also going through the thinnest section of insulation on the roof. So there's a chance that you might be pulling heat or trying to cool heat that's coming, you know, that's protruding into the tunnel, the wind tunnel, whatever you want to call it, the tunnel in which the ductwork that is built into the RV. You know, it's warm up there. So what I'm talking about is if I pull out one of these vents, not the one that the fan's there, but if I pulled one of these vents out and I put my hand up in there, other than the cold air that's being blown through there, I could feel the heat from what's being pushed through from the roof, just, you know, through transference or radiation, convection. That's what I'm talking about, convection. The whole idea is that maybe you don't want all the cold air to be forced through there. Now I'm going to tell you that it's no secret that the rooftop air conditioners on any of the RVs they're just not efficient in the design whenever they're trying to push the air away, you know, through these tunnels and into all the rooms that it may, you know, cool. Like in our case, of course, here, the bathroom, the bedroom. So they have these quick cool features that you can open these. That's what we do in here. Of course, we have the fan running, that helps. And then in the bedroom, we may or may not have that open, but in this case we don't. But we do have another fan you can see here. And the trick is fans make humans feel much cooler, much cooler than if there was no fan circulating air. So what I'm saying is we could have it at least 5 degrees warmer inside, which it's not uncomfortable at all. But if we didn't have fans, it would just be unbearable. You know, just 5 degrees above what we are. But with the fan, we actually feel very comfortable in here. It is very comfortable. Now, I don't know if you've seen, but we have no shade whatsoever. There's no trees out here at all. The only shade we have is what's being generated from the awning and the awning toppers and whatever may be on the roof that's blocking the sun from hitting the roof directly. Now, with that said, we've had our air conditioners on all day long. I have it set. That one's on 73. I'll just change to 72. This one's on 71. And the inside temperature is 77 in the bedroom, even though all day long it's currently 4 o'clock. It's currently 4 o'clock. And all day long we have had the air set on what you just saw, which I just lowered it by a degree, and we have not met that. So inside the bedroom it's 77 degrees, and inside the living area here we're at 76 degrees. So outside temperature 96 degrees, inside temperature 76 degrees.
It's normal.
That's normal. 20-degree drop. Now, if you can get it further than that, great. But without any shade, I doubt it. If we had some shade, I think we might be able to do a little better. Yes, they make devices that go into where I can pull this down and put foam block up in there and all that stuff to make it to where it actually runs a little better and runs a little cooler. But right now we're just going to stay with what we have. Because I think these are the extremes. One of the reasons we had all the lights off is because we keep an eye on the weather in the area, and one of the things that the local weather was saying was that because of the amount of energy that's being demanded by the entire state of Alabama in this case, they wanted everybody to try to conserve as much electricity as possible. So we turned off all our lights, although they're 12-volt lights and they're being fed by solar panels. You know, because we are running the TV and we are running, you know, both air conditioners at full blast, plus our fan, plus our ice maker, of course the refrigerator. We're not doing any kind of laundry or anything like that, but we're pulling on the electricity pretty hard, and so is everybody else. Another reason that we decided that we're going to head out of here early, just taking off, you know, and heading to an area that might be a little cooler. That's the benefits of being able to just hook up and leave. If you don't like the weather, if you don't like your neighbors, if you don't like the vibe of the campground, you don't have to stay there. You can just hook up and leave. So that's what we're going to do.
A lot of people complain about their travel trailers or fifth wheels not getting cool enough. Well, 20 degrees is about all you're going to get, because that was the same in Arizona. It was 20, and we were lucky that we could do that because we were running on that 30 amp.
Right. And look at you see the windows. We have the blinds pulled.
I believe these blinds are a lot better.
I think they're better than what we had too. You know, the other blinds that we had, they had the ability to block off the light better coming around the edges. However, overall, I think these are better. You know, they do have a day shade, which Heidi can show you on this one. Just pull it, yeah, let it go. So there's the day shade, and it does do a pretty good job. Go ahead and release that one. And you can see, you know, how bright that is. And immediately you can, I'm sure you can feel kind of.
Yeah, but in the Terry, you couldn't even touch. This was hot. This would have been
She's
hot.
talking about our 1992 trailer. Yeah, it would be very hot, even the window frame. Now, of course, this is in the direct sun. This one is over here, but it's not bad.
Warm to touch.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, and I'm talking about this one over here. Like I said, it is definitely in the sun. Oh yeah, see, this is it's not bad at all. I mean, it's just warm. It's just kind of warm. But I think a lot that it has to do with the fact that we have insulated windows. Again, they are heavier. They do, you know, make it to where you have to carry all that weight just for this type of situation. But pull your blinds, you know, pay attention. And this goes back to something to a lot of our subscribers that, you know, we're old enough to remember your grandparents. And even when I was growing up, I didn't have air conditioning. And I lived in Florida as a kid. You had to know the tricks. What you did at night, everybody opened their windows, you run fans. Yeah, some people had a fan that might be a whole house attic fan, something like that, that would pull air in. But nonetheless, we'd have our windows open all night long. We would get nice and cool. And then in the morning when we got up, immediately all the windows get closed. Or if there's a breeze, we would at least block all the sun from coming in the windows. But most of the time, we pull all the windows and you know, close them, and then bring down our blinds or our curtains, pull the curtains, and keep it dark inside there, and just have fans running inside to keep that cool air as long as you could.
I was growing up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you did it. That's
the luxury was my parents had an air conditioning in their window. If it got like this hot, let's say, we were allowed to sleep on the floor.
Yeah, her parents, her mom, still to this day, doesn't have central air. They just have a couple window air conditioners. But yeah, it's something that we did when we were in Florida, and it's something that people did, you know, hundreds of years ago, whenever they had old houses and air conditioning wasn't even a thing. There's a way to get cross breeze. There's a way for everything to work. And in an RV, of course, you're going to be running your air conditioners. Make sure you run fans. Buy a simple fan. You know, this isn't, there's two fans that we have here, and they sell these things still. We bought these on sale a while ago. But yeah, one of these portable little drying fans, I guess you could call it. And then we have another fan over there. It's you know, a rotating. We don't have that one running. That's what we run at night. We call it the stick fan, because we've always had that. But yeah, it's nice and cool. It's nice and cool in here based on what we're doing. Of course, if you have a source that's coming in, you know, sun source, like in this case, again, ignore the mess. We do have a skylight in there. We did have, and we could put reflectix up in there if we wanted. That's what we did in our Terry camper. But no, we're good. But we're out of here. We're out of here and heading on the road, hitting on the road. So we'll close this video out, and you can watch us on our next video of us hooking up and heading out and seeing where we're going to. Because quite honestly, we know where we're ultimately going to go, but we don't know how we're going to get there yet. So stay tuned for that, and Heidi will close this out.
As always, we hope to see you out here. Bye!
Not in this heat, though.